Hello. I am so excited for this masterclass today. It is all about what is a nurse health coach. So I am so excited to introduce you to me, and I'm so excited to hear more about you and your questions. So as you're jumping on, I want this to be really interactive, and I'd love for you to say in the comments, hello, tell us where you're from. I would love to hear, any of your questions you have about what is a nurse health coach, and I will be answering those throughout this masterclass. Hi, Jackie. And as you're jumping on, be sure to say hello so I can see who's here. So excited to chat with you today. I am so excited for this masterclass. This is something that I am so passionate about, and I am so excited to teach you more about, because I know there's a lot of nurses here who don't necessarily understand what coaching is. So I'm really excited to dive into the details. As you're jumping on, be sure to say hello. Hi, Becky. Thank you so much for being here. I am so excited for this. Okay, cool. So as you're jumping on, say hello. And I want to give you a little bit of a background, tell you a little bit about who I am. So I am Heather, and I have been in online business now for 5.5 years. I started out partnered with a health and wellness company, and I grew that to a full-time income, which allowed me to walk away from nursing 3.5 years ago. So I worked in the ICU, mostly night shift, for 8 years. And I just had this dream in my heart. I really wanted to help people get healthy. I really wanted to be able to be home with my family more. And so that's when I started in that health and wellness company, because I saw the everything that you could get through like online business. I saw the benefits of it. I saw, I was at a point where I wanted to help people get healthy, but I didn't want to have to go back to school and get another degree, because I knew that would take me away from my family even more. And I also didn't want to go work as a personal trainer, because that would take me away from my family even more. I wanted to be able to do something from home to help people get healthy. And so that's when I looked into online business, and that's when I started 5.5 years ago. And it was so much fun when I first started out. So rewarding to finally be able to help people get healthy. As you're jumping on, say hello. Hi, Linda. Hi, Erin. I'm so excited for you all to be here. Thank you so much for joining our masterclass. So that's a little background on me is, starting out with that health and wellness company, growing it to a full-time income, leaving nursing. That was 3.5 years ago. But after that, I always had this dream in my heart to start my own business. I wanted to build my own dreams and not someone else's in a company. And I really wanted to be able to set my own prices, create my own programs. I really wanted to have it be mine. And so I finally started at the end of January last year. I hit 15,000 in that first month, and it's just gone up from there. So what I specialize in is helping nurses to start and grow an online coaching business to 6 figures for more freedom. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. As you're jumping on, be sure to say hello in the comments. I'd love for this to be really interactive. So, take notes in the comments, say hello, tell us where you're from, ask any questions you have about what is a nurse coach. I would love to hear it. So that's a little background on me. So what I do is I help nurses to start and grow an online coaching business to 6 figures for more freedom. This is my specialty. This is what I love. This is my passion. I've helped over 70 nurses start and grow their businesses in the last year. And it has been the most fulfilling, most rewarding thing that I have ever done. And I love it. We have an incredible mastermind of nurses, nurse entrepreneurs who are all building their online coaching businesses together. I have some incredible programs. My signature program is my business Accelerator. And I'll talk more about that later, but this is who I am. This is what I do, and I love it. So my clients are getting amazing results. I'm so proud of the nurses that I work with. They are just doing incredible things and changing so many lives and changing the world. So, I've had multiple clients leave the bedside with their online coaching businesses, and I've had multiple nurse clients earn anywhere from $3,000 to $9,000. So sorry about that. Someone decided to call me during this masterclass. I apologize. So like I was saying before, I've had multiple nurses leave the bedside with their online coaching businesses, and I've had Multiple earn anywhere from $3,000 to $9,000 within 1 month of launching while working with me. So cool to see their results, the success that they're having. I'm so proud of them for the work that they're doing. So today I'm going to answer questions about what is a nurse health coach. So I get these questions on a daily basis. What is a nurse coach? What do they do? What would I talk about? Where do I find clients? Do I need to work under my license? And all of these questions. So I'm going to talk about this now. So most of the nurses who come to me, they have all of these ideas, but they don't know where to start. They've thought about coaching. They've seen other nurses do it. They've seen other people do online coaching, but they don't know how to start. They don't know how to put their ideas together into a program. And so that's what I'm here for. That's really my specialty, is helping you figure out, taking those ideas and those passions that you have and creating a unique program with those to help you get started with your business, to know exactly what to do to build it from the ground up. So, one of the questions people ask is, what does a nurse coach do? So nurse coaches can coach people about anything they want, truly. So this is something that we work on together, is we get really clear on your passions, what you love, what you are really good at, what your expertise is, like what things have you gone through in your life that make you an expert at teaching it. So maybe you've experienced a large amount of weight loss, or maybe you've experienced a mindset shift. Hi, Marisol. Thank you for joining. And thank you for saying hello. This is awesome. So, whatever you're passionate about, whatever ideas you have, that's where we work together to get more clarity on exactly who you want to work with, what type of coaching you want to do. These are all things that we work on together so that you can figure out what direction to go and who to work with. So, what exactly does a nurse coach do? So this is so cool because online business, as you've seen, is exploding right now, especially with the pandemic. There's a lot of businesses moving to the online space. I have several clients who had, real life clinics as integrative nurses or nurse practitioners, and they are taking everything online 100%. So I'm helping them through that process. So online business is incredible right now. And so one of the questions also is, do I have to do this coaching all online, or can I do it in person? It's truly up to you. However, I feel like online business is the way to freedom as far as time schedule flexibility goes, because you get to create your own schedule. You get to decide when you work, when you have calls. You get to create everything. You get to create your programs. You get to decide who you want to work with. You get to decide everything. And that's the beauty of online coaching, is it gives us so much freedom. We get to create the rules. We get to make the decisions. We get to, really be the owner of our destiny. We get to create our reality. That's what I love about online coaching, is the flexibility and the power that we hold in creating our success. Hi, Ellen. So that's basically some background on that. What exactly does a nurse coach do? So with coaching, a lot of times you'll start out with one-on-one coaching. So what you'll do is you'll be getting on like a Zoom call or even a phone call, but I recommend to my clients to definitely do like a Zoom call or Google Meets or whatever platform to do a video chat. Video chats are so powerful because you're able to really connect with the other person. And so what you do on your coaching sessions are you're just basically figuring out, what are their goals? What is their vision? Helping them get a clearer picture of what they want to accomplish, helping them with their health, their nutrition, their mindset. So it's basically very similar to life coaching, right? Where we are working on all different aspects of their life. And of course, you get to customize it to what you want to teach about and what you're passionate about. So I have some nurses who coach on mindset and mental health and how to overcome limiting beliefs. And then I have some nurses who teach on nutrition and meal planning and toxin-free living. So you get to truly create your program to cover and teach whatever you want. It is up to you. So that's the beauty of it too, is that you get to create your content, you get to decide what things you teach and all of that. It's amazing. It's so much freedom to finally be able to create what you want instead of having someone tell you what to do all the time. It's amazing. I love it. That's something that really appeals to me as an entrepreneur, is that people don't tell me what to do. I treat my business like a business. I show up, I'm the boss, and no one tells me the rules, or I don't have to follow any like certain guidelines. Everything is my creation. And so I love that freedom that we have as entrepreneurs. So that's basically what a nurse coach does, is you'll get on video chats with people and really help them get closer to their goals, help them create a transformation and experience that mind, body, soul transformation throughout your work together. So you truly get to work with people on such a deeper level than we ever can as nurses. I feel like our time is so limited as nurses, especially at the bedside, where maybe we have 10 minutes here and 10 minutes there to talk to a patient, but it's very rare that we actually have a full hour to sit down with someone and talk to them about their goals, their dreams, their limiting beliefs, helping them get to that next level, helping them have a transformation from the inside out, right? And so that's what I love about coaching, is it allows us to really work with people on a deeper level. It is the most fulfilling work that you'll ever do and that I've ever done. It is incredible. So it's those conversations, that you've had with your patients at the bedside. This is the type of work you're doing with people. You're getting on video chats, diving deep into why they think the way they do, where they want to go, what they want to make happen. So it's very future oriented, thinking about, where they're at, where do they want to go? What are some things that they're proud of? What are some things that they want to do differently? What do they truly want to accomplish? So that's the cool thing, is that you get to customize it and make it exactly what you want. Whatever you're passionate about, you get to teach your clients. So that's what a nurse coach does. People ask me, do I need a certification? And what credentials do I need? So the fact that you're already a registered nurse, you're a licensed healthcare professional, you've probably already coached thousands of patients during your time as a nurse, makes you more qualified than the average health coach to coach people. And what I say is the best way to learn how to coach is to be coached. So I definitely recommend hiring a mentor, a coach, to help you get your business to where you want it to be. And in that process, you'll learn how they coach. What are some things that the coach does? What are some questions that they ask me? That's how I've learned a lot of how I've been able to coach, is working with other coaches, hiring high ticket coaches. I've learned how they do their systems. I've learned, how they format their calls. I've learned from them lots of different tips and strategies. And so I recommend working with someone who has done what you want to do. That's how I find the coaches that I want to work with, is if they have done what I want to do, and I really vibe with them, I really trust them, I really admire them, I feel inspired by them, we're on the same level, that's the type of coach that I'm looking for. I'm looking for someone who has created the results that I want, someone who's living the life and has the business that I want. So I go and look for that person. I look for them and find them on social media, because that's where they're at. Online coaches, we're all over social media. There's millions of people on social media. There's no lack of people to work with on social media. And, they say that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So truly, when you're ready to start your business and ready to grow, the teacher will appear. Hi, Angie. Okay, cool. So as far as the certification goes, this is going to be 100% up to you. However, most of my clients do not have certifications. The fact that we are already licensed healthcare professionals, we are registered nurses, we have so much more credibility than the average health coach. There are coaches online with no nutrition background. They have no idea how to talk to people. They have no background as nurses. I mean, think about the thousands, hundreds of patients that you have coached, that you've taught, that you've educated, that you've helped. That's what I feel is so strong in nurses, is our ability to communicate with others, our ability to connect, our ability to create that rapport, also our ability to help people feel safe. Like, people really trust us as nurses. They're far more likely to trust us and sign up with us to work with them than an average health coach. So the fact that you already have this professional license and this credibility, you don't necessarily need a certification. So, I worked with that health and wellness company for 5 years. I helped hundreds of people lose weight and get healthy. And I only had one person ask me if I had a certification. And I did not. I don't have a certification in nutrition. I don't have a certification in personal training. I don't have a certification in coaching. And so I told them no, and she didn't want to work with me, and that's okay. So I just want you to understand that most people are not going to ask you if you have a certification. Truly, people only care about the results that we can get for them. Like, if they know that we can help them get to that next level, if they know that we are going to love them and support them and keep them accountable, that is truly all that they need. They don't need someone who has a piece of paper that says they did such and such program, right? And so what I find with a lot of nurses is they feel like they're lacking in confidence, so they feel like they need to do a certification program. The reality is, if they spent that time working on their mindset and growing their confidence instead of taking a program that they could, read in a book, the same information in a book that they got off Amazon, then they would have much more success. So I recommend working on your self-confidence, on your mindset, on your personal development versus investing in a costly certification program. If your true goal is to replace your nursing income, I would look for a business coach who can help you start signing clients. Because if your ultimate goal is to make income and to be signing clients, then you need to be signing clients, not getting a certification. So I like to make this analogy of a certification program is kind of like nursing school, right? So we go to school to learn, and it's like textbook information, and it's like theory and textbooks. So that's how a lot of certification programs are. And I love learning. I love education. I think it's amazing. But most certification programs don't actually teach you how to have an online presence, how to get clients, how to build your program, and so how to do pricing, how to even know what to coach about. They're just going to teach you on topics. It's going to be like theory and textbook type stuff. And so that's what I like in working with a business coach too, is like be an actual nurse. So working with a business coach, they're going to have you doing things. That's what I have my clients do in my business accelerator program. I have them doing the things. I have them posting on social media. I have them talking to people. I have them setting up calls. I have them create a program. That is the difference between working with a business coach versus doing a certification program. So if your true goal is to replace your nursing income, I would work on making income first. So get to a place where you're earning income, you've got a consistent client base, it's growing, you have a solid foundation for your business, you know what you're doing, clients are coming in. Oh, now you have the space and time to elevate your learning, to elevate your education, right? And so a lot of times people think that they need to do the certification, the learning, the textbook stuff, but you've already been to nursing school. You've already worked as a nurse for X number of years and coached thousands of hundreds of patients, right? So I recommend diving in if your true goal is to replace your nursing income, to find a business coach who can help you make income rather than having your focus be on a piece of paper with a certification. So that's my 2 cents about it. Yeah, so Linda says, yes, mindset is so important. I agree 100%. Angie, do I have a list of high ticket coaches? So there are many coaches online that you can hire. However, they're not specific to nursing. So that's the benefit of working with a coach like me who understands nursing, who understands healthcare, who understands health and wellness coaching, because that's what I've done. That's my background. Hi, Jen. How are you? Awesome. Okay, the next question is, would it allow me to leave bedside nursing? So like I mentioned before, I've had several clients leave bedside nursing with their online coaching businesses. And the way that they were able to do that is they implemented what I taught. So these clients went through my Business Accelerator program and they did what I taught. So when I would tell them to do certain things, they would do them. And so they're very driven, hard workers, did whatever it took and made it happen. In fact, I have one client who just signed 8 clients in her first about 8 weeks of launching, and that's $12,000. So she earned $12,000 in sales within about 8 weeks of launching her brand new coaching business. So it is amazing to see what can happen, especially with high ticket coaching, which is what I teach. So there's going to be other coaches out there who may teach you how to do lower priced things, but you're not going to get to your income as fast as you want, as you will with high ticket coaching. So that's really the beauty of high ticket coaching, and that's what I teach, because you can work with less people and charge more. People are always going to be willing to pay you what you ask. Oh, thank you, Erin. Yes. Oh, Lonnie, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love working with you. Okay, cool. So yes, you 100% can leave nursing with online coaching, 100%. And it's going to be up to you. It's very individualized, right? So from client to client, results are not guaranteed. It's truly up to you. The time and the effort and the belief that you have, the desire that you have, and the discipline that you have, whether you're able to make that happen or not. I talked about whether it would all be online or if also you could do in person. So you are more than welcome to do in person and do both if you like. So again, online, the possibilities are endless. So what I recommend as a nurse is to market yourself as a general health coach, like a holistic health coach, integrative health coach, nurse health coach. And then you can also talk about how you're a registered nurse as well. And so that way, when you're not working under your license, you're able to help people all across the world. So this is what almost all of my clients do. In fact, all of them. They market themselves as a general health coach and they do not work under their license. So that's another thing that might hold you back. If you decide to do a certification program and you want to be a board certified nurse coach, that limits you to whatever states your license covers, and you're working under your license as a board certified nurse coach. So that's truly the benefit of marketing yourself as a general health coach, is you can help people all across the world. I've had clients in Australia. I have one in Morocco, one in Guam. I've worked with women in Canada. So truly all over. And that's something that we work on together in the Business Accelerator program, is making sure that you have the correct wording in your contract that will protect you, that protects your license, so that people know that you're acting as a health coach and not as a nurse or a practitioner. So really important to have a solid contract that's been reviewed by an attorney. And these are all things that I teach in my Accelerator program to help you get started, to know exactly what to do. I also give you references of attorneys who specialize in online business. So these are all things that we work on together. So I would recommend not working under your license, because that truly limits you, actually. So I would work as a health or a life or a mindset, women empowerment coach, whatever direction you decide to go, I would focus on that. And then people know also that you're a registered nurse, but you're not actually working under your license, which is fine. It'll protect you. So awesome. The next one is, how do I know who to help or what to coach about? So as far as knowing what to coach about, again, it's going to be like what you're passionate about. I covered that a little earlier. So whatever you love, what you're passionate about, what you're good at, whatever your expertise is, maybe it's self-care, maybe it's nutrition and exercise, maybe it's mindset and mental health. So it's truly up to you and whatever type of work you want to do. I also have clients who specialize in helping nurses overcome burnout. So you can truly make a business about anything you like and coach about anything you want. And then how do I know who to help? So this is something that I teach in my programs. I teach you how to find clients, how to get clients, how to sign them up, who your ideal client is. I teach all of this in my programs. The next one is how can I convince my husband to let me do this? This is a great question. So for me, the times that I've hired a high ticket business coach, I actually did not ask my husband if I could do it. I just signed up because it was the best choice for our family, truly. And the thing is that my husband is not on social media and he doesn't understand online business. So a lot of times when I'm on discovery calls, I have women who think that they need to talk to their husband about it. And I think that's great. I think that's awesome to have a really solid partnership. You know, my husband and I, we've been married for 17 years now, but we're at a point where he just trusts me to make the right decision for our family. So I would recommend, you know, if you feel very strongly one way or another, to just go for your gut. Because if you have a strong calling in your heart, like this is something you're meant to do with your life, then I would go for it. You know, if I look back and think if I hadn't hired those coaches, I would not be where I'm at today. 100%. If I had not hired those coaches, I would not be where I'm at today. I've earned over $200,000 in 1 year, in my first year of my very own business. And I would not be where I'm at today if I had not hired those business coaches. So it is so important to realize the return on investment when you are investing in your future, in your family's future, in your business. And so as far as like talking to your husband about it, what I would recommend is if you do decide to have a conversation with him, which you probably will at some point, it's important to just talk to him about how important this is to you. A lot of times they may not even understand why it's so important to us. So we have to have that sit down conversation where we really talk about how like this is where I'm supposed to go. I really feel like I need to do this. I feel like I could be really good at this. Like I had that conversation with my husband when I started 5.5 years ago. I told him like, I'm thinking about starting this. I think that I think I could be really good at this. And I think I might really like it. And so he was like, okay. So that's like my first experience in talking to him. And then he saw what I was doing. He saw me grow over the years with that health and wellness company. So then when it got to a point of like hiring high ticket coaches, it was like a no-brainer for me to invest in them. And then after the fact, I would tell him, oh, by the way, I just hired this awesome coach and I'm so excited about it. And I'd be like, but you don't need to know the price. It's all good. Everything's going to be great. So that's how we've done it. It is good to have that conversation. Really educate your spouse or your partner why it's so important to you and why, you know, you're passionate about it and why you want to do it. It'll really help them to understand. You can show your partner or spouse, you know, my testimonials. If you decide you're wanting to work with me, you can look in my Instagram and Facebook story highlights. I've got hundreds of testimonials in there. You can show him like social media posts. You can show him different things that you've seen online that help to validate where you're coming from, because they haven't seen a lot of the things or read a lot of the things that you have. So it is important to share those things with the spouse or partners to help them kind of understand where you're coming from. Hi, Andrea. Okay, cool. So the next one is, how do I fit it into my schedule? So a lot of my clients, almost all of them, are working full-time as nurses. In fact, some of them are working full-time. They're in nurse practitioner school full-time, and they have kids. So I'm here to tell you that it can be done. 100% it can be done. In fact, I structure my program in such a way that allows you to still have time and space for your family, for work, for school, because that is important. It's important to have that work-life balance, and that's what I believe in, is creating, you know, balance and having, being able to work at your own pace, right? So like when I've worked with other coaches before, I appreciated the fact that I could work at my own pace. I could take it as fast or slow as I wanted. And so that's how I've created my program. So I teach you how to do things. And then if you want to do them like at 10x speed and you really just want to go for it, then boom, go for it. And if you want to take it a little bit slower, you know, we can slow down the pace a little bit. So that's what I recommend, is having that belief first that it can be done. A lot of times we have these limiting beliefs where we don't think we have enough time. A lot of times it's not a matter of enough time, it's energy. So if you can kind of work on your mindset and get to a place where, of course, I have energy to start growing this, because look at the return on investment. Look at where this can get me in months and years down the road. Look at what this can do for our family. So thinking about where it can lead to, thinking about the benefits, the results of starting sooner than later. The sooner you get started, the sooner you can make your dreams come to life. And the sooner you get to start working with clients and bringing in that extra income and replacing your nursing income. So these are all things to think about. So it can be done. Like I said, most of my clients are working full-time as nurses. And so I'm really flexible also with like calls around schedules and things like that. Hi, Ellen. And so again, it's going to be, how bad do you want it? You know, we always find time to do the things that we really, really want, right? So like, let's say we've had a long day and we really want to just sit down on the couch and watch a show. Like, we're going to make it happen, right? Because it's something that we really want. So it's the same thing with our businesses. If we really, truly want to make it work, if we truly want success, if we really 100% want to replace our nursing income, then we're going to make it happen. And we're going to do whatever it takes to make that happen. You know, we're going to be willing to invest in a business mentor. We're going to be willing to get out of our comfort zone on social media. We're going to be willing to do live videos. We're going to be willing to do things that we've never done before, to have things that we've never had before, right? So if nothing changes, nothing changes. If we stay in the same little comfort zone of, you know, where we're at because we're too scared to take a jump or to take risks, then that's where you'll always be. So I know it's scary. It was so scary for me to jump out and do these things that I've never done before. You know, going from a nursing situation, like nursing world, into online business, it is so different. It's just, you know, there's such a learning curve going from like caring for patients and charting and doing these things, and then all of a sudden it's like posting on social media and talking to strangers and doing these things that are like scary, because they are scary in the beginning. They were very scary for me in the beginning. Like I was terrible on video when I first started. I was terrible. Like, my posts were horrible. But that's the thing, is it's better to take messy, imperfect action than have to think that everything has to be perfect when we first start. We have to be willing to be beginners. We have to be willing to embrace the suck, to honor the struggle, and understand that it's growing pains. Like, we're going to have some growing pains as we start out on a new business. It's going to be a learning curve. It's not going to be a walk in the park. So just understanding that, it's going to be very important to have a very strong why, and always revisiting that why. Like, why am I doing this? Why is this so important to me? And having that in the forefront of your mind on a daily basis. So that's something that I teach, you know, in my Business Accelerator program on the very first call, is getting your vision set, getting your mindset right, incorporating daily personal development to keep you optimistic and positive in the face of rejection and doing scary, uncomfortable things. Sheila, growing pains are real. I'm in. You're in it. Yes, absolutely. It's such a different world, you know, going from nursing to online business and coaching. And that's the beautiful thing about it. Because when we do scary, hard things, it makes us better, right? Like, when we go through trials in life and hard, bad things happen to us, they suck and it's terrible. But in the end, it makes us better because we learn from it, right? So that's the benefit of making mistakes and having struggles and doing hard, uncomfortable things, is that it makes us better. It makes us stronger. It makes us better business women. It makes us better coaches. It makes us better mothers, wives, daughters, sisters, you name it. Like, the transformation level that I've experienced over the last 5.5 years has been monumental. I'm like a different person. I'm a different person than I was a year ago. And that's what I want. Like, I want to continually be changing and growing and getting better. And how we do that is through trial and struggle and discomfort. So bring it on, right? Like, bring on the discomfort because it's going to make me better. Bring on the scary things because I'm going to get stronger, right? So this is the mindset to have for sure. I love it. Okay, cool. Someone asked, how do you narrow your niche of audience? Like, how do you find your target audience? So I have something really exciting coming about this week, and I cannot wait to share with you. I'm so fired up about it. So as far as figuring out your target audience, again, it's going to be, what are you really passionate about? What do you love teaching? What population do you want to work with? Also, like, what struggles have you been through in your life? Because as you share your personal stories of those struggles, you're going to attract your ideal clients in. You're going to magnetize them, and they're going to reach out to you and say, hey, I noticed that you've been through this exact same struggle as me. Can you help me? And that's truly how you figure it out. So Angie, I've been asked, how did you get to where you're at? It's because I failed a lot and learned. Great point, Heather. That's amazing. Yeah, that's what we do in life, is we fail and we learn. So it's always okay to fail forward. It's always all right. I love that. Learning from our mistakes. Awesome. Okay, someone asked about using an alias name. So you can definitely do this if you're wanting to on social media. I've worked with a couple of coaches who changed their last name. So you can just make up any last name that you want. Do I need an LLC? So this is something I work with my clients on, helping you figure out what business structure you're wanting. It's also something that you can consult with your attorney about. So asking an attorney, what business structure would be best for me. The benefit of having an LLC is it protects your personal assets. So it keeps all of your business assets separately. So if you get sued, they can't take any of your personal stuff. They can't take your house or your cars. Okay, so that's the benefit of having an LLC, is it keeps your business separate and protected. And then, do I work under my license? So I covered that previously. If you missed that part, you can watch the replay. I recommend not working under your license. People are still going to hire you because you're a registered nurse, 100%. You have way more credibility than an average health coach. Okay, cool. So I'd love to hear how you're feeling. I'd love to hear any other questions you have about what is nurse coaching. So drop them in the comments. Any takeaways you've had, any questions you've had. I would love to hear how you're feeling on a Tuesday. I'd love to hear, your thoughts about coaching. What comes up for you? What are your takeaways? What other questions can I answer for you? I'd love for you to just write in the comments, and I'd be happy to answer anything that is coming up. You can also feel free to message me at any time. I'm always happy to answer your messages in the DMs. So come to my inbox. So Angie, how do we get an LLC? Great question. That's something that we'll cover together in our Business Accelerator program. I'll teach you how to do that. Sheila, I was impressed with your post of making $200K a year. Wow, that feels so far. How to make the impossible feel possible. Thank you so much, Sheila. I really appreciate that. I've never been about the numbers. I've always just been about, okay, how many people can I help? How many people can I help? And so it was always like, let me go find more nurses. Let me go find more people. Okay, who can I find that I can help? So once we realize that we have such a gift and a blessing to offer for others, it really shifts our mindset, helps us to understand that we're serving. The more that we are helping people, the more that more people sign up for our services, the more we're serving. And so it was always for me just about like, how many people can I help this month? Really focusing on that and not the numbers. And the numbers just came. Plus having such a love and a passion for what I do. When you truly love what you do, like on a daily basis, like it just fills you up like nothing you've ever done. When you get to that point where you find something that you're just obsessed with, the money just comes in. And you've probably heard that before, but that's truly how it is. Like when you love even the things that you don't love to do. So maybe there's some things in your business that aren't as fun. If you can get to a place to where you love it, you love like the results, you love being able to help people on that level, that's where the money's going to come 100%. So make the impossible feel possible. Again, that's going to be some mindset work. Definitely work on your personal development on a daily basis, helping you understand that it's absolutely possible for you. Really working on that belief, talking it into yourself every single day. Say that to yourself on a daily basis, whatever your income goal is. So every single day I tell myself, I am making $50K a month. I am wealthy. I am a millionaire. Whatever that number is for you, I want you to say it on a daily basis. Help get your mindset to a place where you understand that it's absolutely possible for you. Suzanne says, you may have covered this. How easy is it for you to find clients? Yes, so this is what I teach in my programs. I teach you exactly how to find clients, where to find them. The important thing is figuring out first who you want to work with and what you're going to coach about. So I'd figure out first what you're really passionate about, what you want to coach on first. And then from there, that's how you can find your ideal clients. And I teach specific strategies on how to find them in my programs. And they're all over social media. There's millions of people on social media. They're just waiting for you to reach out to them and waiting for you to come into their life. And I can promise you that. Andrea, at what point did the roller coaster of entrepreneurship even out for you? So I don't think it ever does, to be honest. Being an entrepreneur, that's what we sign up for. We sign up to be on a roller coaster. And I honestly wouldn't have it any other way. I love roller coasters in real life. And I love the fact that I can have extreme highs and lows, and I get to have all of the in between. There's some days where you don't feel like showing up and it's a hard day. Something terrible has happened in your life, but you still find the gratitude in it. It's going to be about finding the gratitude. It's going to be grateful for the ability to reach people on this level through online business. It's the ability to have our families safe and healthy. It's going to be finding the gratitude on those hard days. And then on those high days, really using that to build your confidence, using that as fuel to your fire. There's a really great book called Entrepreneur Roller Coaster. And that's an awesome book all about the roller coaster that it is. That'll give you some more insight with that as well. But what I found is when I transitioned into high ticket coaching from network marketing, it really calmed down the roller coaster, really did, because network marketing, it's a lot of sales, and it was very frustrating for me to only be earning a commission. It was very frustrating for me to have my income be based on other people's efforts, because truly, if you're wanting to get to 6 and 7 figures with network marketing, it's going to be about the volume that your team creates, not you. Because you can only do so much per month. And so it's really based on what your team does. So that's why I'm such a huge proponent of high ticket coaching. It is such a better business model than network marketing. And that's coming from my own personal story. Of course, there are people who have killed it with network marketing and they're doing amazing. So it's really going to be an individual case by case basis. There are some people who rock at it, who are just awesome at it. But I got to a full-time income, and that's kind of where I stayed. I could never reach past that point, largely because it's based on efforts of other people. And because I was killing myself, as you saw in my post yesterday, I was working 8-10 hour days on my business, doing the above and beyond my best, trying my hardest, doing everything I possibly could, and couldn't hit 6 figures. And then as soon as I got into high ticket coaching, it was boom, 15K in that first month. So definitely look at the business model that you're in, the strategies that you're using. Great question. Kristami, yes, service and love. Absolutely. As you focus on that gratitude and that love, it's really going to help you grow. Marcel says, if we choose not to work under our license, how do we inform clients that we're nurses? Are we allowed to use our credentials? Yes, so on social media, you can talk about how you're a nurse and a holistic health coach. So you just do an and. I am a registered nurse and an integrative health coach. So when you're on a call with somebody, when you're signing up clients, they're probably not even going to, you'll mention how you've been a nurse for X number of years, and how you are a health coach, And so they're going to know, like your clients will know from your social media posts as well as like on the discovery calls and in like messages, they'll just know that you're a nurse. Only identify ourselves. No, because you're a registered nurse, so we don't need to hide that. You know, I talk all the time about how I'm a nurse and a coach, so you can definitely share that. Krista, how do we keep our RN license as a nurse coach? Does the state board see it as a nursing job? So to keep your RN license active, there's a lot of things that you can do. Continuing education. I just do my credits online. Really easy to do. So my license is active. As a board certified nurse coach, the rules for that are going to be different. And I'm not familiar with the rules for like the CEUs as a board certified nurse coach. So you would have to ask somebody who teaches that, because I don't teach that. But great question. Have you personally, or can we change our niche as we go? Yes, I have changed my niche. So when I first started out, I was a mentor for mompreneurs. And what happened is all of the discovery calls I was doing and all the clients I was signing, almost all of them were nurses. And that's how I knew to pivot. And so as you start doing calls, as you start talking to people, you'll look at the similarities that they have, and that'll help you get more clear on your specific niche. Melissa, do you choose your pricing? You charge people? Yes, absolutely. And this is something that I teach in my programs. I teach you how, like, where to start with your pricing and how to increase prices over time. What defines high ticket? So anything like a program over $1,000. So, you know, as a health coach, you're not selling a program for $200. Your program's going to be over $1,000. And then it's up to you, like, how long you want your program to be, but that's kind of like a starting point. Hi, Therese. Hi, Danielle. Erin asks, is it possible to coach on a more general scale? Yeah, you can definitely do things more general. Sometimes it's helpful to start out on a more general scale and then get more specific as you move towards more into your business. You'll find who you're attracting. You'll find who are the people who really want to work with you and see what kind of similarities they have. That'll help you direct to getting more specific and clear on your niche. Awesome. You're so welcome. Amazing. Hi, Lacey. Okay, cool. Any other questions today? I'd love to answer anything else that you have. Sheila says, are there specific niches that are more high ticket? I would say that your experience level and your success, like the success rates of your clients, the transformations they're getting, your level of testimonials, the demand that you're having as a coach allows you to charge higher prices. And it's truly going to be individually based. So the more success you're having, the more consistently you're showing up, the higher prices you can charge. And it truly does not matter what the niche is or what topic you're teaching about. It's just the coach itself. Like, it's just the coach. It's really based on that individual coach, their level of success, the level of results they're getting for people, and how much they're able to charge. Because you truly earn, like, your ability to increase your prices. That's something that you earn. Just like when we go to the gym and we lift weights, we have to earn the ability to go up in weights. And so it's the same thing with, like, we kind of have to earn our right to increase our prices. And we do that by showing up on a consistent basis, having a high demand, lots of clients that we're working with. And so that's something that you do over time. Marianne, I hope there is a replay. Yes. Oh, you got your vaccine. Awesome, Marianne. So yeah, this will be a replay that you can watch later. Absolutely. Okay, cool. Marisol, I'm going to start doing some practice hours of coaching that I have to do as a requirement. Should I charge on these practice ones? So it depends. Like, if you are doing these as a requirement for a program, I would ask your program director. For me, in my Business Accelerator program, you know, we have this incredible mastermind of coaches. And so if they're wanting to kind of practice together, they can set up calls with each other and collaborate and have those practice calls. So you don't necessarily have to be in a program to get practice coaching in. You're welcome. Hey, Candlin. Okay, great. Let's see, Sheila. Start out at $2,000 for an 8-week program. I haven't had my first high paying client yet. Do you recommend starting smaller? So it just depends on what your program looks like. And I would really recommend working with a business coach who's getting excellent results for their clients, because they're going to teach you the tips and strategies on how to get clients to sign. That's one of my specialties, truly. Like I've had clients who've gone through that program and they haven't signed any clients until they start working with me. So I'll leave it at that. Awesome. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited to continue learning more about you, and be sure to drop any more questions that you have, and I can come back and answer them later. So I have 2 things for you today, and I'm so excited. You're gonna love it. Yay! Okay. So the very first announcement that I have is Dream Client Attractor. Dream Client Attractor, how to get high paying clients. This is a brand new program that is launching next week. This is all about how to figure out your niche, how to sign high paying clients, where to find clients, how to attract them in like a magnet, how to get people coming to your inbox asking to buy. Attraction marketing at its finest. This is all about like how to increase that know, like, and trust. Strategies on signing these high paying clients. How to empower them to buy. How to overcome objections. How to invite them to a consult call. These are the things that you're going to learn. And, I've signed 5 to 10 clients every month for the last 5.5 years, and I've earned $200,000 in my first year of coaching. So I'm going to teach you my secrets. I'm going to teach you my secrets on how to find those clients, how to get them to sign up, how to overcome any objections, how to keep them happy once they are signed up, how to retain them, how to get them through the door, how to figure out your niche, how to figure out what you're coaching about. I'm going to answer all these questions in this program. So if you're interested in this, it is on pre-sale. I'm launching this program next week. So it's on pre-sale for 2 days. So it ends tomorrow night. I'm going to post the link for this program in the comments after I get off this call. So if you're really looking to step up your game and get higher paying clients, this program is for you. And I'm so excited. This is going to blow everything you've ever learned out of the water. And like, it's a no-brainer. Like, I should be charging way more for this because these are my secrets. It's going to be amazing. So if you want to get it on pre-sale, it ends tomorrow. I'm going to post the link in there in the comments after. The second thing I have, and I've talked about this on the call already, my Business Accelerator program. This is the program that takes a nurse and we start a business from the ground up. So I teach you everything you need to know, all the legalities, all of the business startup, exactly how to find clients, where to find them, how to figure out your ideal client, how to do a discovery call, how to create a program that is unique and customized to your passions and your skills. And I teach you how to be visible online. I teach you social media strategies. It is all inclusive. So my Business Accelerator program is 3 months long, and it's all inclusive. We cover everything. So my Dream Client Attractor program is 5 weeks long. So it's a shorter program. And it's basically just covering that topic of how to get high paying clients. Whereas the Business Accelerator program is 3 months long, where we actually get on Zoom calls together and we have that interaction where we build your business from the ground up. So those are the 2 things that I have. I'm going to post a link for the Dream Client Attractor program after this. And then if you're interested in my Business Accelerator program, this is something that you can comment about. You can say more info, or you can simply message me and ask me about my Business Accelerator program, and I can give you more details. Andrea says, I need this. The attraction is slowly happening. I need to light a fire under it. Awesome. So we start, Dream Client Attractor starts on March 1st. And it will be on pre-sale until tomorrow. It will go up in price next week. And it will be even higher price the week after. So the earlier that you jump in, the more money that you save. So that's truly how it works. Okay, awesome. Yes, Erin, I'll send you a message about the Business Accelerator. I love it. Okay, cool. Be sure to message me with any questions that you have. I would love to see you in my inbox. I would love to help you with anything that is coming up for you. I'd love to hear more about your goals and what you're working on. But I want to thank you so much for being here today. I love this community of nurses and women, elite nurse health coaches. It is my honor to be a part of this. It is such a pleasure working with all of you. I have the most amazing clients ever. And I'm so blessed every single day to be a part of this and to be a part of your journey. So thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen and for asking the questions and for just being a part of my life. I appreciate all of you so much. Let me know how I can help with any questions at all. And I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.